Hey, what's going on, guys? This is AndrewChicken and welcome back to another video. In this video, I have a bunch of tips for you to get better at Bomb King. And this is actually a bit of a spontaneous video for me because it just happened in one of my Twitch streams over on Twitch, which, by the way, you should go follow me there if you haven't already. Someone asked me for Bomb King tips and I ended up spending a whole game just going over many different tips for Bomb King. And I figured I might as well just upload it to the YouTube channel because I'm sure it can help some people out. As you know, of course, I am a very high-level Bomb King player. Bomb King is my main DPS. He's my main champion, technically speaking. He is like 100 levels over my next champion, so I have a lot of Bomb King under my belt. I've been playing him for 6 years, and these are just some general tips that should help you get better at Bomb King, especially if you're just getting into him. But of course, it is kind of in a more unscripted format, and I'm also playing Bomb King, so you get to see some of the gameplay there as well. And yeah, I will probably have a better Bomb King guide coming out in the coming weeks or months, because of course Season 6 is finally here. I want to get around to making some more guides, so make sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, because I will be uploading videos like that in the coming weeks. Probably not tomorrow, but you know, give it some time and we'll have some guides for you. But anyways, I hope this video helps, and yeah, without further ado, let's go ahead and get straight into the gameplay.
Bomb King.
Oh no, they've got 7. Ah, that's tough. Slow projectiles like Bomb King struggle to deal with 7 sometimes. Depends on how evasive he's trying to be. We got a diff of Bomb King, but he's wearing his suit. I'm not prepared. I'm wearing the wrong skin.
I see there are some naughty children.
Yeah, we got
nearby.
Cassie on the team. Hopefully she'll be enough to deal with 7. Me and Kanessa aren't as well equipped to deal with him, but yeah. I don't know, maybe he won't even be a problem anyways. Let's get royal subjects, go for our normal Nitro Juggernaut build. We've got movement speed, health, reload speed, and ammo. And let's... I don't know what to buy, actually. I mean, that's Nyx with subjugation, so actually we should probably just go respawn for that here. Because we also have 7 Fear, IO Stun, and IO Ult. Bomb King Stun, don't want to accidentally get caught in that. So that's a good amount of crowd control. Let's get Rezo. And then after that, maybe we'll change into some more Nimble, or maybe some Haven if they're killing me too hard. Should be fun.
5, 4.
Tips for Bomb King. Tried mailing him, but found it difficult to keep up with team. Bomb King really just boils down to practice. He doesn't have an absurdly complicated kit to learn in terms of like all these crazy combos and positionings and prioritization you have to do and stuff like that. No, it's just, you know, it's a bit of a learning curve to get into his projectiles. Because they are, you know, one of the most complicated weapons in the game when you're first starting out. You've got an arcing projectile, so that's already, you know, way more difficult than your average hit scan. But then you also have to time it, right? So you have to have good distance judgment and timing to know when you want to detonate your bombs. Also on ping, don't play Bomb King. If your ping is like 100 or higher, don't play Bomb King, ever. He's so bad on ping. He's the most ping-dependent character in the game. So, actually don't try and play Bomb King if you're on ping. Like, genuinely, that is serious advice. Don't play him. That's how bad it is. But yeah, you really just gotta practice, and keep practicing those bombs. And then once you reach a certain point, hitting the bombs will be a lot easier. Like, it'll be natural to you after so much practice. Like it is for me. Like, I don't even think about timing or distance judgment or anything like that. It's just, I feel it. And at that point, he's actually pretty easy. You just gotta get past that first learning curve. And yeah, of course, if you don't already know, use Poppy Bomb in conjunction with your ultimate to fly. You go very far that way, and it's a very good way to confirm damage with your ultimate. Make sure also, of course, you have ammo before you ult. Make sure you reload before you ult. Because you don't want to, like, blow them up and then have 2 ammo and not be able to finish the job. So, that too. Generally go royal subjects. Chain reaction can be good for busting tanks. Specifically tanks without shields, like Rom, Yagoroth, Inara, Nyx. I guess Nyx technically has a shield, but it's not as major. Against tanks like Ashe and Khan, it is actually a little bit better to go Royal Subjects because you can hit them above their shield way easier with that. And do more damage with Royal Subjects when you hit above their shield as opposed to regular bombs. So, that's something huge to keep in mind. And yeah, jump before your poppies. Poppy Bomb, use wall jumps if you can. And you go farther that way. A7. Also, watch AndrewChicken Bomb King videos to see Poppy Bomb spots on certain maps, like Serpent Beach. Serpent Beach is a very fun map for Bomb King. It's a playground. If you want to practice Poppy Bomb, I recommend just booting up a custom game on Serpent Beach versus a bot and just, like, just practicing reaching different high grounds with your jumps. I'm actually going to use this to dodge the crowd control entirely. We'll go in. I'm actually going to go blow up the BK instead. There's that. And we got an IO pocket, so we should... I'm not going to live, actually. Rezo 3. At least we got their BK. And hopefully we can just push it through here. We need to get some kills, though. Inara's doing her best to wall them off. The team is looking really healthy, at least. Inara's dying, though. Io's trying to ult, and because of that, Inara's actually going to die.
No.
Okay, we're not going to push this in. Ah, no kills.
5,
7 died, but that's way too little too late, you know?
3, 2,
Alright. Well, I guess my ult was in vain. Also, I'm direct sticking Luna for 200 damage. That's a pug. Question from someone who never plays Bomb King. How do you decide when to detonate? Stacking bombs versus per bomb? I would recommend, especially if you're just, you know, new to Bomb King, I wouldn't recommend stacking unless it's a tank, because, you know, it's harder to consistently stack on someone who has a smaller hitbox or who is faster. Especially, like, if it's someone like Maeve or Eevee, you don't stack on them at all. Like, you don't try and do, on them. It doesn't work that way. You go for the Spanish on them. And yeah, also, stacking really only helps if you're chain reaction anyways. Like, if you're against the tank, obviously you want to stack with chain reaction. But, like, if you're just playing Royal Subjects, it doesn't matter too much. I think technically it is a little bit faster DPS to do it that way, because you don't interrupt every bomb. But it's not, like, a super huge deal. Also, if you are playing chain reaction, you only ever want to try and stick 4 bombs at a time. Don't try and go higher, unless it's like Yaggroth standing still, but even then it's risky. Because they start to fall off after 3 bombs. So you can do 1, 2, 3, and then you can throw 1 more sometimes. And, yeah, you can kind of, like, detonate, like, before the bomb clicks on them, kind of while it's still in the air, but, like, right next to them. And, yeah, you'll kind of be able to hit them with the first bomb that, at that point, has fallen off, but it's still, like, really close to them. So it's a bit finicky. I would only recommend sticking 4 if you're, like, close to them. If you're far away, it's not going to work. So, yeah. That's another thing to keep in mind. And yeah, also, another reason actually why you should spam instead of sticking with Rail Subjects is because, yeah, as someone pointed out, Shock and Awe triggers per detonate, right? So per use of the right click, per click of the right click, not how many bombs you detonate with the detonate. So if I do this, right, and then detonate, and I hit an enemy, that's only 15% movement speed, because I only detonated once. Whereas, if I'm going against that same enemy and I just do bam, 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 that's 45% movement speed. So, that's actually why you would spam if you're running Shock and Awe, which you should run Shock and Awe. It's a very, very good card. Extremely good card. Like, you can get upwards of 60% movement speed if you do it right. Like, if you're constantly sticking someone and you're close up to them. On average, it's more so like 45%, but still, stack that with Nimble, you're going so fast. It's crazy. Like, it's actually so good. There are 7 behind us. Oh, he died. Good job. Uh-oh, you got stunned. If someone gets stunned by your grumpy, you can absolutely multi-stick like that. Another thing to factor in, I guess we can also say, is if you're up against a combat medic pip, never multi-stick. Ever. Ever. Never, ever multi-stick. Because the pip is going to shoot his team to heal them. And whenever he shoots his teammate, all the bombs that are stuck to the teammate are going to get blown up. They're going to die. You won't be able to get damage out of that. So actually, like, don't even, like, attempt to multi-stick against a pip. Because you're not gonna get that done. And also in some cases, like, you know, if you're trying to fight a tank who's on point, and you want to multi-stick them, but then you see a hail bomb on the point, you shouldn't multi-stick them, because the hail bombs are just going to, as collateral, hit your bombs. So that's another thing to watch out for. Lots and lots of tips. Oh boy. Oh my. This has turned into an unscripted guide. Wow, look at that. Oh, we can't kill the Ying. Alright.
I have many credits.
Okay. Let's drink some water. Goodness, my voice is getting shot here. Ooh, Old Accelerant. Yeah, I remember Old Accelerant. That was such a fun talent. It was stupid overpowered, though. But yeah, it made it so your self-knockback was super strong. So, like, literally, imagine Jolt knockback, but you could do that to yourself. So, like, you could control it, and you could use it as a movement ability. There was such a good gameplay video by Digidog that I still remember. From, like, 6 years ago at this point. He was a pro player, and he played Accelerant on Brightmarsh, and oh, man, it shows the absolute filth of that talent. That was back when BK did 900 damage with his bombs as well, so like, it was especially busted because of that. It's kind of funny, Bomb King did 900 damage for the longest time, and nobody cared. Nobody complained about it, until one day, people just started complaining about it. I saw it everywhere. It's like, you just realize I can do this now? I've been abusing 900 damage bombs for like 2 years. And then it got nerfed to 850, and honestly, fair enough. Like, 900 damage bombs were ludicrous, especially with chain reaction. Chain reaction used to be so much more meta back in the day because you could two-shot a lot more squishies. Now you can't really two-shot a squishy unless they have like 1900 health. But of course, if they're at that health threshold, they're also really fast, and so it's hard to multi-stick them.
Actually won. Wow.
Otherwise, yeah, you still have to three-shot anyways, so like, it doesn't really change any breakpoints there. It's only helpful for busting tanks. And it's really good for busting tanks. How does air control with Poppy Picard feel like? Never actually tested it. It's nice, but I don't consider it to be valuable enough to use it in the stead of these other cards that I have. But yeah, we went 10-1 there. I actually didn't do as good as Cassie, but half that match I was giving Bomb King tips anyway, so it's not like I was tryharding. Apparently Cassie was aimbotting. I'm pretty sure that's just called aim assist. Sorry, Seven.